The Supreme Court today issued notice to the CBI, to Government of India and to TRAI on a petition by the accused in the 2G spectrum scam, seeking the quashing of charges framed against them nearly 3 years ago. The accused had moved the Delhi High Court, challenging the trial court's decision to frame charges against them. The proceedings had earlier been stayed on CBI request, citing the apex court's earlier direction that only the Supreme Court can hear appeals against the 2G trial court orders. Headlines today is Jaskirat Singh Bawa now joins me with the latest. Jaskirat, take us through what the prayer was and what did the Supreme Court say?
Well, very importantly, now there's a new bench at the Supreme Court which is listening to the 2G cases after the retirement of Justice Singh, who was in the previous bench. Now, in this bench, fresh pleas have been filed by the 2G accused, by some of the 2G accused, seeking quashing of charges. Amongst other arguments, specifically by Kanimozhi, the grounds for seeking a quashing of charges is the fact that she was barely involved with the company which is in question for hardly 2 weeks, on the fact that she was being discriminated against as per the constitutionality because they are being denied the proper legal recourse in terms of bail and in terms of appeals, because this is a Supreme Court monitored trial. The Supreme Court fresh bench, listening to the 2G cases, has issued notices to the Centre, the CBI, as well as the TRAI on the plea for 6 weeks. The case is next expected to come up in March. However, there are other pleas pending from Sunil Bharti Mittal as well as Ruya, who are also 2G accused, who are in fact questioning the jurisdiction of the CBI, special CBI court, where the 2G trial is on, and that is also expected to come up in March. Very important to note that it's been almost 3 years since A. Raja was first arrested in this case.
Now, in this particular petition, the scam accused include Kanimozhi, Shahid Balwa, Asif Balwa, Gautam Doshi, Hari Nair. They are seeking the quashing of these charges against them by the trial court, saying they weren't given an opportunity to explain their case. Is that what the position is?
That is definitely one of the positions. However, as I mentioned, one of the main positions in terms of the important grounds for seeking or quashing of charges was also the fact, and this is a common consensus between all the accused in their separate pleas, is the fact that because it's a court-monitored case which is going on, they have already been denied more or less their constitutional rights for legal recourses. Apart from that, as you mentioned very rightly, they're also seeking quashing of charges because the case has not been very maintainable as per the prosecution is what they are suggesting in their plea in the 2G trial.
For the moment, Jaskirat Singh Bawa, many thanks for joining me.